Hello everyone, my name is Nagar. I am from Learn with Mans. Today we are going to understand the real-time business requirement and how we optimize the complex warehouse business process in a simplest way, how we make it smoother. So here I'm going to explain you with the real-time example. Suppose if you're going to buy something in the shopping mall, for an example, you're going to purchase one shirt. So what is the first thing we perform? First we see the tag. We see the price. If it comes in our budget, we buy or we don't. Like same in the warehouses, whenever we are going to perform any unloading activity, any loading activity, any picking activity from the high-rack storage type, from the final storage type, we should verify. The best practices is before picking the any product. So how is the process? For an example, in this example, my the warehouse workers, he went to pick some of the handling unit. In handling unit, we have the product. And the handling unit are already placed inside the high-rack storage type. We have what is the formula? If we have the storage type, it contains a storage section. Storage section contains storage bins where we place the goods, like a cupboard in almirah. We have the racks, right? We place the good. So what we are going to perform here, our warehouse workers, he is going to pick. First, the main task is the first task on the handling unit. We have the serial shipper container code, which is the HUID, along with the batch number or lot number. This is the barcodes we have on the handling unit. Another task on the handling unit which we have to scan the EAN, European article number or international article number, which we have on the handling units in the form of barcodes. So we provided the enhancement. In this example, for example, we did the enhancement. We provided the scan button on the RF device to scan the EAN number at runtime. So whenever before picking, so this example I'm going to give you in the outbound delivery side. So whenever the warehouse workers, they reach to the final storage type section and bin, so first they scan the storage bins from where they want to pick the goods or handling unit. So first they scan. After scanning from the RF screen or RF devices, they verify. If any error or everything is fine, then they will go for the next step. Then after scanning, they will after scanning the bin, okay, the same bin from where we need to pick the handling unit, they will scan the after bin, they will scan the handling unit. So on the handling unit, we have the international article number, which is the EAN number, or we call European article number, which exists inside the table MARM or MEAN. We have the different tables. Okay, so when the warehouse worker, he will satisfy, okay, this is the same bin, and he will see in the RF screen everything is fine. Then he will pick the next step. He is going to pick the handling unit. So when he is going to pick the handling unit, and to verify the storage bin inside the high-rack storage type, they will scan the bin first from the RF devices. When it's final, it's okay, done, then they will scan the handling unit. So once they will scan the handling unit, they will scan the EAN number. So here in my example, I have demonstrated in the real time which I implemented. So here I will show you what the processes the warehouse workers or resource he will perform, or they should perform, because after scanning everything we should verify. Before picking, we should verify. After picking, even after scanning, we should verify. We are going to pick the correct HU, we are going to pick the correct material, we are going to pick the correct product, we are going to pick from the correct bin or not. So verification is the very important thing here. Verify. before picking, and even after picking verify it's if any error, because sometimes what happens, if they scan the wrong barcode, immediate RF screen will send one error message, invalid barcode. So on RF screen we provided one custom button to scan the EAN, European article number or international article number, to scan the EAN number which we have on the handling unit, because by default we don't have this functionality on the screens. So we did customize as per our business requirement. We may provide more buttons, more like kind of customization things on the RF screens based on the business requirements. So first we see the handling unit and what we have on the handling unit. So this is the container we call handling unit. The base is the wooden base or plastic base. We have the wooden base here which can hold the heavy like weight. Okay, so this is the handling unit. Here we have the two barcodes on the handling unit. If you see here, we have the two types of barcodes here. The first barcode is here. We can see the first barcode we have, this is which holds the international article number, which is the product ID. So how the barcode gets started here, I will explain you. First we have the delimiter. This is machine captures. Okay, so we in the configuration we tell to system we do not require this delimiter to store inside the database table, or delimiter we don't want to be captured. So that's why in the configuration we have an option to skip this. Then we have the in the bracket prefix or application ID, which is the standard EAN or product ID number. This is the EAN product ID number for an example. Then we have the 15 mean best before date. Suppose we have the food product, so we have the 15 best before date. Here I mentioned 2026 some date. Okay, for an example. Then we have the 20 in the bracket. 20 is the prefix or application ID. In the barcodes we have the codes in the brackets or in the long lines. So here this 20 variant or version indicates this is the version of the this particular product which we have inside the handling units. And we have the 37, which is the application ID or prefix, which indicates the quantity. So inside this handling unit we have the 10,000 quantity or quantity we need to be processed, okay, in the outbound delivery process. So means we are going to sell this product to the multiple like this handling unit to our customers. So another barcode we have. So this is the upper side. We have first barcode, which is the for scanning the EAN, international article number, or means product detail. Okay, another article we have the barcode which we are going to scan for the HUID, because this container should have some ID. Handling unit we call this as an HUID. So for that purposes we are going to scan the in the bracket we have the first prefix, for an example prefix or application ID 00 SSC HUID, serial shipper container code or handling unit ID, both are same thing. So this is the prefix or HUID. Then I have the in the bracket 10 is and 1000, both are the prefix or application ID, which are the pillars of the barcodes. Then we have that in the bracket 10 is the lot number or batch number. This is the batch or lot number. So the warehouse workers, they will go to the so now suppose he is the warehouse worker. Okay, he holds this RF screen, RF device, and on the screen we can see handling unit, product, actual quantity he wants to be picked, batch number or lot number, best before date, more functionality, more buttons we may see here, more properties we may see here on the screen. It depends upon the business to business so requirement. Then he will click on the scan button, scan this EAN barcode. Now suppose he is going to scan the bin. Now suppose this is the storage bin, okay, which inside which we have the handling unit. So this is the bin. We have the bin number, we have the specific barcodes on the bin. So suppose first he will scan the bin, okay, then he will scan the handling unit. So when he will scan the handling unit, the detail will be here, would be captured here. So to scan the handling unit, he will scan the barcodes. Okay, this barcode. Now suppose he wants to scan this barcode, but suppose this barcode is not actually visible properly, or this barcode is not correct actually, or there are multiple barcodes, means like previous barcode is not removed properly and we have more barcodes. In that situation, immediate when he will try to scan this, system will generate one error message, scan again. Okay, invalid scan, like this. We can customize the messages. So the next, this person is going to scan this barcode because he wants to verify we are going to pick the right from the right bin, we are going to pick the right material or not, or we are going to pick the right HU or not. Suppose if the warehouse workers, they will pick the wrong handling unit from the wrong storage bins, then they will bring that wrong handling unit and they will place to the stage to the 9020 location, and by mistakenly we may send the wrong product to the customer. So that's why before picking from the bin, handling unit, material, everything, we should verify, or warehouse worker, resource, or warehouse employee or user, they verify. How they verify? So steps I will tell you, and he holds this machine here. I already provided the scan button for an example. Now the first step, so our requirement is outbound delivery site. Okay, and I'm from Learn with Mans. Okay, and requirement, validate EAN, European article number or international article number on the handling unit. Okay, validate. Scan it, before it validate the bin. Okay, that is a common scenario. They will scan the bin, then they will going inside the handling unit. Scan it via scan button on RF device screen. This is the enhancement I provided. So, and before picking handling unit, product, quantity, batch, best before date, SSC HUID, variant, scan and validate before proceed. So when the warehouse workers, suppose I'm the warehouse worker and I will scan, I will verify, I will scan, I will verify. Why we verify? If any error, okay, or we pick the exceeded quantity or like anything, so we should verify everything here. So then after, to avoid to pick wrong HU product and extra details. So how we verify, then I will explain you. This is Tiger. We have the shipper label, this is Tiger. Before sending these kind of, so we are going to send these type of 5 handling units, some material we are going to sell to the customer. So on the each handling unit, we can have multiple shipper labels or we can have one shipper label. I will tell you. So I will explain. So how he will process. So first, what he will do? First, the warehouse worker scan the EAN number, then verify it, scan EAN correctly or not. Okay. So first he will scan this barcode, which is for the international article number or European article number. The warehouse worker, he will scan and he will verify. Okay. Then after, then scan product and description and validate the same. Then this warehouse worker scan the product. Okay, here on the RF screen he will enter the product detail, he will scan. When he will scan this EAN, the details which are we have inside the barcode automatically will be captured and he will be able to see here. The rest of the field will be uneditable. So when he will scan this barcode, then rest of the fields, for an example, will be visible. This will be uneditable. Automatically system will do this on the RF screen. Now suppose the warehouse worker, he will scan the first barcode. So what the first barcode contains? EAN number, product ID, best before date, variant, quantity. So quantity field and product field, best before date field. Only he will be able to see the records on this field. The rest of the fields, HU, batch, will be uneditable automatically. Okay, it will become the grayed out, like gray, in the gray color. They will not able to enter anything. Okay, so Next, when he will scan the another barcode, then automatically this best another barcode contains SSC batch number. Then rest of the fields like batch, HUID, these fields will be visible only. Other fields will be uneditable. System will do like this, okay, automatically on the RF devices screen. So first the warehouse worker, he will scan EAN, then verify, scan the EAN correctly or not, because sometimes instead of scanning this he will scan another wrong barcode. So first he will verify, and I hope you can see here the next point. After this the warehouse workers scan product and description and validate the same. Okay, then he will scan the product and description. Then the warehouse workers scan and validate best before date. Okay, because we have also best before date here. Okay, then the warehouse workers scan and validate the best before date. Okay, when he will verify, he has, like for an example, the right. Then what he will do? Then he will scan the quantity of the product, how much actual quantity we require to be picked. So when he will pick and he will verify, then he will scan and verify the alternate unit of measure. He will be verified, he will scan and he will check everything on the RF screen, he picked the right thing. Then he will scan the serial shipper container code, barcode, HUID. Okay, then he will verify, then he will scan the batch number, lot number, he will verify, then he will scan and validate the EN, product and description table, MARM. Okay, this detail exists inside the MARM table. Then this warehouse worker scan the quantity, how much quantity he wants to pick, MARM table, we have the quantity in the same table. Then he will scan and verify the best before date, we have in table MCHA. Then he will scan and verify the batch, MCHA. Then he will scan and verify means validate the handling unit details in the table /SCWM/HUHDR. Verify means verification. After picking something we need to check, right? So scan or verify packaging material after unloading of the handling unit and completed, right? Then he will check the handling unit, shipper label, printing process and spool request decode SP02. So there we design the shipper label by using different kind of forms technique. So these kind of shipper label, we have shipper name and the address, okay, consignee, source and destination, who is going to send, who is going to receive, and we have the barcode. We paste this sticker on here, okay. Then this handling unit we will perform for the loading process. We send this to our customer. So these are about the enhancements technique, how we can perform the best optimization process for the outbound delivery, how we can perform the enhancement technique, and how we can modify the screens, how we can make more smoother in the warehouse businesses. And my dear friends, if you're looking for any kind of support, full end-to-end configuration trainings, support, consultation, anything, please get back to me. And this is the basic process of the outbound delivery for enhancement process. We have the more processes, and also follow my few of the new books which I have launched and I'm going to launch. Like one of the book I have this, okay, specialization in the advanced production integration, okay, in-depth implementation. So this is the book. I have more books, and thank you very much guys. See you again, see you next.